Hey, what's up, guys? Carl down about the video, and today I'm going to do the Broncos' strengths and weaknesses going into Week 16. So, we're on the road. We're in LA, playing against the Chargers on the road. So, how we're mostly gonna play this game. This game is really important to win here. It's a playoff contending game there. So, if we win, we're in the playoffs. If we lose, we're still fighting for the playoffs there. We're not totally out of it, but we mostly officially get in if we do win this game. Okay, mostly that's what mostly in the playoff standings. But here it goes in the fixes there. What we need to fix there? We need to fix a lot of stuff in the offense there. Mostly go into practice there and get mostly Bo Nix there to mostly make him uncomfortable there in practice so he can actually get comfortable in this game there. Mostly make him work on his feet there. That's what we need to do there. Mostly we need to make Bo Nix to work on his feet there and mostly throwing the ball really, really accurately there and technically passing the ball to like Cortland Sutton and Jared Judy. We need to get him a little bit more pressure there so he can get used to that pressure there and game there. So that's what we need to do in the fixes there. Bo, you can't really throw those interceptions. I know he's a rookie, and we need to get away from the interceptions there. We need to get away from those interceptions, mostly, and try to find the targets there in this game. So we might want to use the targets in this game there, and most going into practice there. So mostly going into practice, we need to get him much better. We need to execute it there. Mostly have Sean Payton tell him we need to fix what we need to do in this game. Mostly for the defensive there, we need to fix on the defensive side. We need to work on mostly pressuring the quarterback, because in the first half in the game there, we kind of went slow there. We can't start off slow on our defensive front there, and we can't lay eggs on our defensive front there, like we did to the Colts there. We technically laid an egg there on the first half there, and we were down big time because we laid an egg there. Offense and defense needs to work on that there, and we need to work as a team there for it. So going into the fixes, we need to do that into practice there and fix that. So that's it for the fixes. Let's go into the actual game. What we need to do in this game there, mostly we're in LA, we play against the Chargers. What we need to do to win this game there, or possibly win in the offensive front. So we need to mostly do in this game here is mostly pass the ball accurately there and mostly executing those plays and mostly get Bo Nix some time to throw the football there. Get Bo Nix enough time to throw the football there going against this Chargers team there. Mostly in the last matchup there, we didn't know. We mostly kind of screwed up in the last matchup there. Kind of learned from those mistakes there and actually moving down the field and moving down the sticks there. Because in the first matchup we played against them, we didn't look that good in the first matchup. We kind of gave up some yards there, and the Chargers were like mostly ahead of us in that first matchup against them. I think we can't overlook this team like we did in the first matchup. I think we need to mostly push on the field, executing the plays, getting those first downs, moving the sticks. If we can move the sticks there and push down the middle there, and mostly get Bo Nix mostly comfortable there, and mostly might want to add the running game there with Estime there, and Javonte Williams. We need to get those guys involved this time there. We need Javonte and Estime there to get involved in these games. Because if we don't get involved in these games there, they're mostly going to stop there, and it's going to be really, really hard for us to move the ball there. So we need to move the sticks there, have Estime there, run down the thing there for it. For the Chargers there, the Chargers are actually pretty good against the pass there. Mostly, well, they're pretty good against the run, but that means we need to mostly their weakness is against the pass there. So we need to mostly move down the field, executing those plays, and moving down the field and actually scoring, mostly getting those first downs and getting those executing those plays there. Um, so that's what we need to do on our offensive side. We need to move down, execute, and punish the ball there. Mostly not punish the ball, but mostly going down the field and actually getting first downs, punching in the red zone there. Because the Chargers are actually good at stopping in the red zone there. So this is going to be a real tough matchup here for us. But if we can move down the field, getting first downs, executing the plays, and that not mostly not like stall out in drives. We can't stall out in drives there. We can't accept stupid penalties there. We can't accept dumb penalties there. Because the Chargers are going to try to force that there. They're going to try to force that there. So we need to copy what Tampa did on the offensive side there, how they mostly cream-made them. So we need to do the same thing, executing, getting first downs, executing those plays there. And that's what we need to do on the offensive side. So, and then that's how we might actually win in the offensive front. If we move down the field, move the sticks, and getting first downs and punching in the red zone. That's what we need to do on the offensive side. So, for the defensive side, we need to pressure Justin Herbert. We need to pressure him there. In the first matchup there, we kind of let him kind of burn us there in the first matchup there against him in Denver. So we don't want to repeat that again there. So we need to keep Nick Manito and Cooper on Justin Herbert. We need to keep Nick Manito and Cooper on Justin Herbert there. Get him mostly those pressures there, because if you get him a little bit more comfortable in the pocket, he will beat you. He will beat you if you get him comfortable on the pocket side. He will freaking beat you there. So we need to execute that there. We need to pressure Herbert there. We need to pressure Herbert for sure, because if we mostly pressure Herbert there, he's massively gonna struggle in this game there. We need to pressure him. We need to execute those plays, and we need to mostly shut him down there. We need to shut the Chargers down in this game, because they will easily move it. Mostly the running back there. He's really good there. He is really good to mostly pound the rock there, so we need to mostly keep his eye on them there, and mostly cover him there. Mostly when they run there, we need to cram up the middle there, because we did in the first matchup. We didn't cram up the middle. We didn't cram up the middle in the first matchup. So if we cram up the middle there, and try to stop him from mostly going anywhere, because they like to go down the middle. They like to go down the middle on that. So we need to cram up the middle there and stopping them from actually doing a lot of damage in this game there. So we need to stop them from doing a lot of damage in this game there. The Chargers there, they've been having a little bit more struggles there for it, but I might say if we can mostly crown down the middle on the running game, we can actually successfully beat them in the running game department there on the defense side. For the wide receiver side, have PS2 go against their best wide receiver. I said this before. We need to mostly have PS2 going against their best wide receiver. Because if we don't have them going against the best wide receiver, their best wide receiver there, have PS2 lock him down and mostly pressuring up the middle. Good news, PS2 is playing in this game there. So that might actually help in the passing department there big time. So have PS2 lock him down, and have Chris Abrams drain to lock up the second best wide receiver they actually have there. Because Chris Abrams drain, he actually did pretty well against the Colts there. He did pretty well there for it. Mostly no Riley Moss there. That does kind of hurt us in a way, but mostly Chris Abrams drain there. He actually is filling in that role pretty well. So technically have Chris Abrams drain blocking their second best wide receiver there, having him walking down their second best wide receiver there, Even I know he's going to have some rookie mistakes there. We need him to lock those players down. If he can lock those players down, we might actually win in the defensive front there. If we can win in the defensive front there, we'll see locking down the best wide receivers, going after Mahomes, and we'll see going after their running back there, and mostly locking him down will be a big help for our team there. If we cram up the middle, because that's what the Chargers like to do, they love to go in the middle. We need to cram up that middle there, and mostly put a massive stop to them and stuff for it. So, and then we can actually win in the defensive front there. For the special teams there, just giving Marlon Mims the ball. He looked good last game. Marlon Mims looked really good last game, and I think he can mostly pound the rock there going against this Chargers team. And I think we need to mostly have Mims there going against them and mostly moving down the field, getting those first downs. So, yep, that's pretty much it there. Comment, rate, more response to the Bros. We like to let Bros. Please subscribe. Hit the button in case you're in super live streams. Response to the Bros. Like out. Out of peace.